They say time heals all wounds, but how do you heal when the very air you breathe reminds you of someone who's gone? Since Mama passed, the house hasn't known laughter, just echoes and silence. I find myself staring at her favorite stool, hoping to see her sitting there, humming as she once did. But there's only stillness. Tonight, I will sleep early, maybe too early, because grief doesn't just visit you while you're awake, it walks with you in your dreams too. That night, I find myself on a dirt path again. The air is warm, the ground is familiar beneath my feet, and beside me, Mama. She walks quietly, holding a cutlass and a sack of cassava, just like old times. I want to speak, but the lump in my throat won't allow it. She looks at me, smiles softly, and says, "We're almost there, Kojo," just like before. And somehow, I believe her. The sky begins to change. What was once dawn begins to bleed into darkness. The birds stop singing. The path narrows. Mama tightens her grip on my hand. And then, suddenly she vanishes. "Mama!" I cry out. No answer, just wind and shadows. And in the silence, a figure appears in the distance. I couldn't see his face clearly, but his presence calmed the chaos. He held something glowing in both hands. A white dove, still and silent. "For you," he said, "even in darkness, you carry light." I took the dove into my hands. Warm, gentle, alive, and the moment I touched it, the sky cracked open with light. The dove took off, wings wide like freedom, rising above the trees. I watched it soar into the sky, piercing through the darkness like a promise. And for the first time in months, I felt Mama's presence again. Not beside me, but within me. A part of her still flies with me. I woke up, but something in me had changed. Her stool was still empty, her clothes still folded, but my heart no longer felt empty. I walked outside, barefoot, into the early morning breeze, and I whispered, "Thank you, Mama." The wind carried my words, and I swear I heard her humming. That dream was more than memory. It was a message, a calling, that I am not alone, that I carry her love, her strength, her spirit, that even when the road turns dark, I will remember the dove. I will remember who I am and whose son I am. Now, I walk forward, not just as Kojo, but as the son of a woman who walked through the dark with me. A boy who now carries a dove in his spirit. And when others lose their way, I will be the one to hand them light. Because the dove was never mine to keep. It was mine to pass on